Welcome to Football with Cheese. So in this video, we're going to react to Daniel Jeremiah's first mock draft. The reason I picked him, not only is he the leading draft analyst for NFL Network, but if you look at the last, I think it's 8-9 years, the average who had the best mock drafts, and he's number one. I think it's 20-some, maybe even 30-some guys, and he's the most accurate. He is around the Combine, the Senior Bowl. He talks to these guys, so he has some inside information. These teams are going to tell him who they're going to draft, but, you know, he's a smart guy. He listens, and he figures a lot of it out. If you've been with the channel from the beginning, you know that I am a draft analyst. I am obsessed with the draft. It's a big focus on this channel. I absolutely love it. I love college football. I love NFL. It is my favorite weekend of the year. So we will do so much draft content. I will not do a mock draft till after the Combine. But mock drafts are fun, and I haven't seen it yet. I do want to react to it, and I want to get some draft stuff for my channel. So let's get started. Okay, scrolling down. Okay, determined for the Super Bowl, picks 31-32. Yeah, Shrine Bowl was last night. Senior Bowl is this weekend. If you want me to do a Senior Bowl recap and do my risers and fallers, let me know in the comments down below. Because, of course, I'll watch it, DVR it. Last year I watched it 3 times. Okay, first pick, Fernando Mendoza of the Raiders. Everyone is going to have this, just about. The only way that he is not the first pick is if one of 2 things happens. 1, they're not that high on him. And 2, they get a tremendous return in a trade. It's not going to happen. They're just going to take him. So don't need to spend any more time on that. Orville Reese to the Jets. Interesting. He has some Micah Parsons comps. I know that sounds crazy, but he's big, long, athletic, played off-ball linebacker like it says here, but might play the edge. If they are taking Reese this high, it's as an edge rusher. I cannot wait for his workout because he looks like an athletic freak on the field. This one really surprises me. Spencer Fano to the Cardinals. I don't have him this high. To be honest, this is a weak first round. It's a weak top 10. I like the depth of this draft. I think the mid rounds, like rounds 3 and 4, you're going to get good value, but he is not a top 10 pick in most drafts. He's not the best player on the board. Wow, we got 2 offensive tackles in the top 4. Neither one should go that high. Okay, we'll get into that in a second, but for the Cardinals, it says Fanu can play 4 positions, all but center. You're not drafting a guy that may have to play guard 3rd overall. I don't see the Cardinals doing this. You can get a right tackle in round 2. And then the Titans, Francis Moigoa, I just don't see it happening. They have J.C. Latham at right tackle. Just doesn't make any sense. In fact, if the Cardinals are going to go right tackle, I'd like to see them trade out and draft Moigoa. Mauigoa? I don't know. Terrible names. Giants, ooh, Mansour Delane. He's a stud. Great man coverage. Just don't know if a corner's going this high. And the Giants have a ton of needs. Corner, it is a need, but not one of their biggest. Interesting. Because cornerback, the position has been devalued. Now, if you're an elite press man corner and you run that style, then it makes sense drafting cornerbacks in the first round. But that one surprises me. David Bailey, he's a stud, Texas Tech. I think he will go top 10. The problem with this pick is the Browns, yes, they could use another edge rusher, but they need so much on offense. In fact, if Mauigoa is there, that would be a very good pick for Cleveland. Sonny Styles to Washington. Wow, he says, reminds me of Fred Warner. Let's not go too far. Let's not get crazy. Sonny Styles is a stud. Once again, though, off-ball linebackers typically don't go this high. We'll see. I'm thinking he's probably going more the teens. Saints, Jeremiah Love. Saints, they need a lot. I don't see them going running back here. Why not like a Jordan Tyson or a Carnell Tate? They could really use a wide receiver to help out Tyler Shuck. You can get running backs later, although it's a very weak running back class. The weakest I've seen in a long time. I remember when the Falcons took Bijan Robinson 8th overall. Love's a great prospect, but he's not on the Bijan Robinson level. And the Saints have more needs than that Falcons team had, so I just don't see him going that high. I get, though, why Jeremiah put it. It's not a strong top 10, and he's a stud. Ruben Bain. Okay, nothing against Deion Jeremiah, but Ruben Bain's going to the top 5. He's an absolute stud. Tennessee Titans and Arizona Cardinals both passing on him, falling to ninth. I do not see that happening. You never know. Jermod McCoy going 10th. This is probably where he'd go if he didn't get hurt, but he tore his ACL. But once again, like we said with Delane, press man corners, if it fits your scheme, I could see it happening. And the Bengals need just about everything on defense. Caleb Downs will go higher than this. I know safety's not a premium position, but he's one of the best safeties to come out probably since Kyle Hamilton. He's just an absolute stud. He's got to go before pick 11. So, Dolphins fans, you're not getting him. Colton Hood, the other Tennessee corner. God, 3 corners in the top 12. You can tell it's a weak first round if Daniel Jeremiah is mocking this. Once again, very good press man corner. I could see the Cowboys doing this. Actually, I'd rather see the Cowboys go ahead and take a shot with Jermod McCoy, because I do think he'll be there coming off the injury. I don't think Hood will go quite this high. He says the Cowboys draft an edge rusher. See pick 20. Can't wait. Okay. Rams, Mekhi Lemon. Wow. First of all, I don't see Mekhi Lemon being the first receiver off the board. I have him third. I get it. He's very good. But I have him behind Jordan Tyson. I have him behind Carnell Tate right now. It could change. The Rams need some secondary help. If you watched the NFC title game, hope you did, the Rams had big secondary breakdowns. They need to upgrade there. So I'm a little surprised. Wide receiver, they could use a number 3 wide receiver, but they have 2 number 1s. They have Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua, and who knows? Maybe Matthew Stafford will retire, and this could be maybe Ty Simpson, quarterback Alabama. You never know. Okay. Baltimore Ravens, Ione, I'm not going to say his first name, guard Penn State. This is just too high for a guard. It's a huge need. I expect the Ravens to address it maybe on day 2. Maybe trade down if this is your pick, but that's just too high for me. He's good, but top 15 pick? Wow. Oh, I like this pick. Cassius Howe to the Buccaneers. They need pass rush. So last year when I was watching Texas A&M film, and I'm watching Shamar Stewart and Nick Scourton, well, Cassius Howe is better than both of them. He stood out. I'm like, who is this guy? And it's Cassius Howe. He could go higher than this. Love this pick. He's an absolute stud. And boy, would it be a big need for the Buccaneers. Carnell Tate falling to 16, so Jordan Tyson still hasn't been picked yet. Okay. No. Love you, DJ. Just a little surprised. He's not as high on the receivers as I am. Carnell Tate will go higher than this, I think. He's a deep threat. You have to stretch the field. It makes your whole offense better. I think he may even go top 10, but Jets would love this. And then we got, Akeem Mesidor to the Lions. Love this pick. He was probably a second rounder before the college football playoff. Now, I do think he's going first round. This is a little aggressive for me, but I love it. And the Lions have not addressed edge rusher opposite Aiden Hutchinson for years. Maybe they finally do it. Vikings, Emmanuel McNeil Warren, safety. I keep hearing about this guy. I have not watched Toledo this year. I can't wait to watch him. And I hear he's going first round. In fact, one guy about midway through the year, I can't remember who it was, or I give him credit, said that safety from Toledo's top 50 lock. And I had never heard of him at that point. So this could happen. He could go first round. Minnesota actually has a pretty good roster. I know the quarterback situation was bad, but they went 9-8 with bad quarterback play, so they don't have a ton of needs. It says here Harrison Smith is 37. Wow. Yeah, he might retire. Oh, there's Jordan Tyson. Finally. He's going higher than this. I think he's going in the top 10. He's got size. He's got speed. He can run routes. More on him as we get closer. Very high on him. He's my number 1 receiver right now. Maybe Kenyon Sadiq is a good fit here. The tight end from Oregon, who I haven't seen yet. Panthers could use a tight end. They could use a left tackle. But they're not getting Tyson unless they move up. Keldrick Falk, edge rusher, Auburn. Tough evaluation. I agree. Great size, great athlete, top 10 talent. I have no idea where he'll go. Play with a little more urgency. You have to motivate him. These kind of players could end up being a Pro Bowler or they could be a bust. Usually no in between. Guys that have that much talent. But I could see the Cowboys taking a shot there. Steelers absolutely need a receiver. Denzel Boston, that's interesting. He's big receiver, more of a possession receiver than DK Metcalf, who could stretch the field. So that could be a good fit. Steelers need 2 receivers. Lee Hunter, the Chargers. Oh, editor's update after publishing Monday. Okay, so Teair Tart has agreed to a 3-year extension with Teair Tart to become a free agent. Yeah. Lee Hunter, I don't think I've seen anyone else put him in the first round. I think he's a legit second-round pick. Could go in the first round. That whole defensive line at Texas Tech was just incredible this year. They're going to have 3 guys drafted in the first 2 rounds. So Chargers, here's who I got, because I think he'll be here. Ione, who went 14th, Penn State guard. The Chargers need an upgrade at all 3 interior offensive line positions. Not one player in the offensive line should be starting in the league, but both their offensive tackles, who are terrific, got hurt. They could use a guard or a center. So I think that would be where I'd have him if I was doing a mock right now. 23, Eagles, Avian Terrell, cornerback, Clemson. Kenyon Sadiq, tight end, Oregon, is not there. A weak tight end class, and he's really good receiver and a willing blocker. Surprise. That's where I think the Eagles will go, get another playmaker, because who knows what's going on with A.J. Brown when they trade him, and they could use a tight end. Dallas Goedert can't play forever, but corner, that's like a strength for the Eagles. They don't really need another one. Cleveland Browns with the Jacksonville pick. Caden Proctor, offensive tackle, Alabama. I don't have him this high. I think he has to play guard. He's got the size, the length. He's like 6'7", 350. But he had so much trouble with quick edge rushers, and that's in college. I don't think he can play left tackle in the NFL because his feet are just too heavy. He can't handle the speed rush. So I think he's just going to have to be like a big left or right guard. So this is a reach to me. But Cleveland has 4, or maybe even all of them, are free agents on the offensive line. Bears, Dylan, this name, Thieneman, I believe that's how you pronounce it. A little surprised that he's got the Bears taking someone in the secondary. Their biggest weakness is the front 7. They've got to get better up there. But Thieneman, yeah, he could sneak in the first round. C.J. Allen, linebacker, Georgia, I think he'll go higher than this. Yeah, Buffalo, Matt Milano, Shaq Thompson, ticketed for free agency, and Terrell Bernard's just not very good, but they extended him. Brandon B, another dumb mistake, extended him. I'm not sure if Buffalo does this. I would have him taking someone like Caden McDonald, nose tackle from Ohio State. And like I said, I don't think C.J. Allen will be there, but Buffalo Bills have to improve the run defense. They could trade up for a receiver or down, but Caden McDonald would be a really good fit there. There's Kenyon Sadiq. He's not falling here. Yes, Kittle is always hurt. Man, that would be an absolute steal, but I think he's a top 20 lock. Look for the Panthers at 19 to be his floor. Houston Texans, Ponro Freeling, and then Blake. Okay, both of these would be reaches. Both of these are offensive tackles. Why do you have the Rams taking an offensive tackle? Isn't that a strength of theirs? Like I said, they need help in the secondary. I don't like either one of these picks. Jennings Dunker of Iowa, to me, I have a little ahead of these guys. A little surprised, but when you have a weak first round, you get to the end of it, you're getting second round talent. And sometimes it's kind of a free-for-all. You might see a team that takes a player at 25 that might be 45 on the consensus board because there's not much difference. You know, they all have second round grades because I guarantee you there's not 28 guys with first round grades. There might not be 18, but more on that in a later video. Almost done. Peter Woods, the Broncos. That's right. No one's taken Woods yet in this mock. Folks are split. Some people think he's a top 5 talent, and some people, like he says here, don't view him as a first-round pick. Quickness, he's just like Keldrick Falk in a way. Talent is there, but will you get the most out of it? Boom or bust type player. I think he is going first round. Caleb Lomu, Morgan Moses has 2 years left on his deal. Don't knock Morgan Moses. I think he can play till he's 40. He's always reliable. He's always good, not great. So I don't see this as the pick. Lomo would be good value here, but I think Morgan Moses will be back as their starting right tackle. So it looks like Daniel Jeremiah has the Seahawks winning the Super Bowl. We know who his prediction will be. Lights Out Podcast. Me and Mike, we do it every Tuesday. We just did it last night. Link in the description where we talk baseball, college football, and NFL. Will I take the Patriots? Will I take the Seahawks? You will have to find out. But once again, we do it every Tuesday. We might do a special Super Bowl only edition, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell and all of that so you don't miss it. Okay, Seattle Seahawks take Brandon Cisse, corner from South Carolina. I've seen this a few places. It says here Kobe Bryant, Reek Woolen, not that Kobe Bryant, and Josh Jobe are free agents. Yeah, Corner is actually a strength for the Seahawks, but I could absolutely see this, and it worked out last year when they took a defensive back from South Carolina, Nick Emenwari. So there we go. That is the mock draft from Daniel Jeremiah. Once again, he's one of the most accurate. I agree with some picks. Makes a lot of sense. Others, maybe he's just putting it out there to see what people say. So let me know in the comments. Who did you have your team taking? Do you like the pick? What is your favorite pick? What's your least favorite pick in this mock? Once again, Lights Out Podcast, link in the description every Tuesday night, me and Mike. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. Really helps out the channel. Share this with anyone who loves football. I cover all 32 teams on this channel. And like I said, big focus on the NFL draft. If you like draft content, this is the channel for you. Check this video out if you have not. And I'll see you in the next one.